Hello everyone and welcome to Coloring Bliss. My name is Jennifer Stay and this on my desk is the inspiration for today's video. I want to say thank you to Paul Rubens for sending me this, their artist grade flower coloring palette, and it is stunning. I'm going to give you a little peek before we do the unboxing and the swatching, but look how Paul Rubens paints come wrapped in a beautiful microfiber cloth. Not sure why, but I think it's pretty. It makes for a nice gift. And then this is the palette inside, and it comes with all kinds of goodies that you're going to see during the unboxing and swatching. But look at these pretty colors, you guys. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, let me run a video of me swatching and unboxing so you can see this little treasure. I want to say an extra special thank you to Paul Rubens for giving all of our followers a special discount code for Amazon. You get 10% off your purchase of the 24 Vivid Floral Colors by Paul Rubens. All you need to do is follow the link in the video description and use the code that's also there in the video description. To get your 10% off, we're going to use the promo code at checkout. So what you need to do is add the Paul Rubens 24 Vivid Floral Colors into your cart, and then at checkout, under the payment section, look for the link that says use a gift card, voucher, or promo code. Click that, and that's where you're going to enter your promo code to get your 10% off. Okay, and here they are after all the swatching. Look at those colors. I love the extra yellows. I mean, this is my kind of palette. We've got really interesting greens. We've got a few blues, and then just flowers for days. I can do flowers all I want. This is how I like to keep all of my labels from the pans, is with the swatches, so that I have all of the pigment information if I ever get into that. I'm not that much into paint as far as like what pigment does what color. I just like beautiful colors. So when I get a palette that is this inspiring, I gotta get to work. And I knew I needed a refresh because it's been a while since I have done some real painting with a palette. So I needed to refresh my skills. So I turned to today's sponsor, Skillshare, to get that information that I needed. Skillshare has creative classes taught by world-class creatives like professional illustrators, painters. It's the best place to learn a creative skill or pick up a new hobby. If you're looking to reconnect with your creativity, Skillshare is where humans come to learn from other humans. The class was so fun to take and so well organized, and it was called Build Brush Confidence, a Beginner's Guide to Watercolor Floral Strokes. It was perfect, like exactly what I needed. I really liked how we started out by learning different brush strokes, and she showed us even how to hold the paintbrush in her hand. It was really helpful to start back at the beginning and feel like I was getting a good refresh of those skills. So she had two projects that we got to do. The first was a really simple poppy flower is what she called it, and I think it turned out so good I put it right on my back wall as soon as it was done because it was just so happy and I love how it turned out. Skillshare is offering a special offer to all of you. The first 500 people to use my link in the description or the QR code that's coming up on the screen right now will receive a 1-month free trial to Skillshare. So you can come take that exact same class if you want and produce these beautiful works of art for yourself. Isn't that exciting? So thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video and for making this offer available to my community. All right, now I got to show you what I did with my newfound skills. All right, I'm really excited to take what I learned in the Skillshare class now and apply it to working in a coloring book. So I've got my Paul Rubens paints, the brand new set, all ready to go with all those beautiful pinks and yellows. It's going to be perfect to put into my Simple Bliss Valentine's coloring book. Now you can get this book in two different formats. A book like this, which has 100 illustrations in it, or you can get card decks where they are printed on adorable little cards with really good high quality paper, and you can get a pack A of 50 illustrations and a pack B of 50 illustrations. I'm going to put links to both variations in the video description, so if you're looking for some fun Valentine's things to color, we've got you covered. And you can have this book printed on a variety of papers. So I chose for my book to be printed on watercolor paper, which is perfect for today. So I'm going to flip, let's just go to page 10 here. We have 2 illustrations we can play with. And what I want to do is take the loose flowers with those loose watercolor strokes I learned and put them in the background, sort of like a wallpaper. And I want to do it in a kind of one color so it doesn't distract too much, maybe 2 colors because we want some green leaves too. That's what I am picturing here. So let us look at the image here. Let's start with these cute little pigeons or doves that are in love. And I'm going to use some washi tape. You can use any kind of low-tack tape to block off the background. That, and I would say about right there is pretty square. Okay, we've got our perimeter blocked off. I've got my paint, which I'm going to pre-moisten the paint with just a little squirt of water just to get it juicy and going. Then I have my paintbrushes. Today I'm using the Mimik by Creative Mark. I've got an 8 round, a 12 round, and a 4 round. I'm thinking I'm going to be using probably the 8 round because it's such a small area. The illustration on the back wall that I did with Skillshare, I used the 12 round to do those. So smaller area, smaller brush is what I am assuming. So that's why I've got a couple choices here. So in my class I learned to just be loose, hold the brush really loosely, and to do expressive marks. It was such a good experience taking that class and kind of refreshing my skills. So I'm trying to decide which pink I want to do. I really like that, let's see, we probably want to do the heart in the middle red. So if I do pinks for around it, then it won't fight, and I can do the birds in like yellow maybe. So I want to make sure I have contrast, so how about we do the rose red, which I think is this color right here. I'm going to put a little water in my palette. Another thing I learned, which was really helpful, was a refresher on water control and doing nice washes like this and working in layers. It was a really good class. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just paint some flowers all around our little birds. Alright, I really like how these 3 flowers are looking. This one needs a little help, but all of them need a little more extra details here in a second. I really like this rose red color that I'm using, but I want to add some even smaller flowers now, and maybe in a different color. Maybe I'll go for the peach light or the or the magenta. I've got 3 beautiful pinks to pick from. Alright, while my new little purpley pink flowers are drying, I'm going to add some more details to my 3 bigger flowers and just make them look a little more interesting to the eye. Alright, I think I'm ready to pull the tape, and then after we have pulled off the tape, oh, look how pretty! Then we can work on the birds. Oh, I love how that turned out. Can't wait to see it with the birds. For the birds, I'm going to use some water-based markers, my beautiful Tombow markers that are right here, and I just pull this little tab and they all come out and they're ready for me to use. Alright, I've got the birds blocked in with the colors that I want, and because the background is so busy, I wanted to make sure the birds were very monochromatic and serene so that they would pop despite the fact that there's a lot going on in the background. So now I'd like to add some white highlights. So I'm going to grab my favorite white gel pen. I'll put links to my gel pen and oh, cute. And I'm going to put links to the Paul Rubens and the Tombows and everything I possibly can link. I will link for you in the video description. Cute. And it's taking a couple coats on the gel pen because the color of the Tombow markers are coming up and changing the color of the white highlight. You can see the highlight on the heart has turned pink, which I'm not mad at. I kind of like. Little highlights here on the wings. Cute. All right, I'm liking it. I kind of don't want to mess with it. I'm wondering about using a little bit of this color into the illustration just to give some cohesive feeling. So I'm going to tap with my marker a little bit into these little flowers. Yeah, I like that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. This is one of the best and favorite things I have created in a while. I love it. I'm not going to add much more. Maybe a little shading on the bird would be good. Let me just add a little shading on the bird and then I'll call it good. All right, I'm going to call that done. I love how this turned out. I can't wait to show Steve. Okay, I brought Steve in, my business partner and husband.
Hello, everyone.
And he's my best friend, so I always want to show him my art, especially when it turns out good. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Okay, here we go. Ta-da!
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. That's really cute. So the flowers weren't in the background?
Nope, I painted all those flowers using the skills I learned from Skillshare.
Wow, that's cool.
So I wanted it to look like a wallpaper background and then have the birds pop off.
Yeah.
I used Tombow markers on the birds. Because it's on a watercolor paper, so I could use a water-based marker.
Yeah. Wow, that is really pretty.
Thank you. The only thing I'm sad about is I guess I could cut it out, but I want it on my back wall. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Yep, I can see why. You should be proud.
Thank you. Okay, I just wanted to say an extra special thank you to Paul Rubens for sending me this particular color palette. I really enjoyed it, and it inspired all of this beautiful art that I have now. It's so cool. I love that you can spend your time doing something creative and then at the end you have it and you can hold it in your hand and look at it and share it with others. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everyone.